Hi and hello. In this video, we are going to discuss tuple methods, operations, and within operations, tuple membership test, for loop, and different functions within tuple. Earlier, we discussed tuple data type, its advantages, and different use cases within that tuple data type. Okay, let's begin. There are basically only two methods in tuple: count and index. What count does is it identifies if an element, how many times an element is within the tuple. For example, if I pass on 3.9 within the count method as a parameter, it will identify and give me an integer output that will show that 3.9 is, for example, one time in that tuple, two times, or three times. Let's see. It is only one time. Now let's check out if that is really one time. Yes, it appeared only one time in this tuple. What index method does is it gives the index number of that element within the tuple. For example, 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index. So it has a third index, and when I pass this as a parameter within the tuple index method, it will give me, yes, 3. So it is on third index. It does not have methods for addition and deletion because tuple are cannot have new elements or assigned or deleted an existing element, and that we discussed earlier. Tuple operations, tuple membership test. We can use in keyword to check if an element is part of a tuple or not. For example, 3.9 in tuple, it gives me true. We earlier checked that tuple has 3.9 as a member. Let's run it. Yes, it gives me true. And 4 wasn't part of that tuple, so when I run this, it gives me false. There is another keyword also that is not in, so 4 is not in tuple. It will give me true because 4 is actually not part of this tuple. Okay, iterating through the tuple using for loop. So for members in tuple is already the variable name that we created. When we print hello and members, it will print members of that tuple one by one with hello. So it will iterate through all the members within that tuple, and before that it will also count all the members. So here we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are actually 5 members within tuple. So it will create an output 5 times, and it will create an output for each element within that tuple data type. Let's do it. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It created output 5 times. Now if I pass through the tuple as a parameter within the print, and in the for loop, it will print the whole tuple along with hello, and it will do this 5 times because there are 5 members within it. So it counted for member in tuple. So there are in this tuple there are 5 members, so it will print it 5 times the whole tuple. It did it. These are all the tuple functions. All, it will identify if all the elements of the tuple are true or the tuple is empty. If there are any element that is a false, it will give a false output. Let's check out all tuple. So it gives true. Yes, none of the elements are false in there. If I check it with any, true. Yes, all the elements are true. If there is any element in the tuple with false, it would have printed false. Let's check this out with an empty tuple. I create another tuple, tuple 3, and that's equals to an empty tuple. Let's check the type of this. So that's in a tuple 3, and when we check it with any, so this is an empty tuple. What any says, if any tuple is empty, it returns false. So if I pass this on with the empty tuple and checks the output, it returns false. That is exactly what we uh, actually thought before doing this. Enumerate, so it creates a list with all the elements of the tuple with the numerate with the index actually. So let's do it. List enumerate and pass on tuple in it. Let's see. So yes, it created a list. Zeroth index for first element, first index, first, second, second element, second index, third element, and all that. So this is how it enumerate function could be used. There are a lot of other functions as well, like len, that will identify number of items in the tuple, maximum item in the tuple, minimum item, sorted, sum, and it will create a tuple from a list, string, set, or dictionary. I hope now you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you need anything else. Thank you.